Hi guys, I'm Kush. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Kitukali. Kitukali is a fashion brand. It means hot stuff, and as you can see from the products, we use vibrant African fabrics in apparel and footwear. The main core of the brand is to employ local craftsmen from the Kibera community, bring them into our workshop, train them, and give them the tools and skills to create these wonderful products. We started in mid-2018, and it's been quite a journey since then. We started as just an online brand and focusing on the Kenya market. We sort of built the brand over 2018, 2019, 2020, trying different things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. And we managed to get quite a bit of traction here in Kenya, and we used all the learnings and everything to then push the brand in UK, Europe, and the US. Why Kitukali? I think the name is very fitting to the product. We want people to feel good, to feel empowered when they wear our stuff, and so we want them to feel Kitukali. The journey started, obviously, when we started 4 years ago. It started with one of my partners at the time, who's also from Kenya, had visited Kenya and found something similar like this in a small market, and he bought about 5 pairs for himself. He came back to the UK, and every time he was wearing them in the streets, people would stop him and be like, "Yo, where do you get your shoes from? You know, they're really cool." And so he decided there's something here, there's something about this business, and he started talking to me about it, and we started digging into the story of, you know, where the shoes are made, and the people on the ground were like, "These shoes are made in Kibera," and you know, we were shocked by that because obviously we knew about Kibera growing up, but we didn't realize there was craftsmanship and so much talent that existed in Kibera. And because we didn't know that, you know, we thought, okay, how many people in Kenya or in the world would know that communities like Kibera have a lot of craftsmanship and talent, but it wasn't being shown to the world. So we decided to create this brand that not only sells really cool, vibrant stuff, but also impacts the communities that we work with from the Kibera community, but also sourcing our materials. We only source from local markets, local shops, and you know, that was the core of the brand, and that's how it started. So we started as an online brand. We used Instagram and Facebook to build the brand, to get the awareness out, and it was self-funded since we began. You know, we had savings, and we just used those savings in the business for the first 3 years. And last year, it's when the business really started taking off. We needed a lot more capital to build the business, to become more efficient, to open the stores, and so we managed to raise some investment from external investors at the end of last year, and that's really helped us to sort of get to where we are today. Our target market, so we have 2 different markets really. One is the Kenya or East Africa market, and here, you know, we're targeting anyone and everyone, you know, men, women. We've got a few kids products, but we're going to increase that range as well. But it's anyone that's sort of looking to, you know, be different and stand out from the crowd, and wear something that's vibrant and to make a statement wherever they go and feel confident and empowered. So it ranges from anyone in their young, you know, early 20s to late 50s. It's anyone and everyone, really. That's our market. But then the other side of the market is UK, Europe, and the US. That's the global market for us, where at the moment it takes up about 30% of the business, and we're really looking to expand that side of the business because, you know, this kind of product and African culture and African fabrics is very new in those markets, and so they find it very interesting, and that's where we see the potential. Our first product we started with as a brand was footwear. We still do footwear, obviously, as the main sort of product. This is one of the few styles that we started with. It's a sort of vibrant, full, tribal material that goes on top of the shoe. Then, you know, with time, we had customers asking us, oh, do you do t-shirts, do you do clothing? And it was actually at an event, we were at a pop-up event here in Nairobi, and the staff were wearing t-shirts, and the t-shirts just had the Kitukali logo on it. And a lot of customers were like, we want to buy this, do you sell these, do you sell these? And that's where we thought, okay, people love the brand and they want to wear something that's Kitukali. So we then sort of launched hoodies very recently. We have the polos, t-shirts, and everything we do has a touch of the African fabrics. It's not sort of too vibrant, but it's also it's enough to show that it's on the piece and, you know, have that look and feel. Raw materials, everything is locally sourced from Kenya. You know, from different markets. The fabrics are from local markets in Isli. You know, everything that goes into the shoes is sourced locally from Kenya. And in fact, inside the shoes, we actually use second-hand jeans from mitumba for the inner lining to make them stiff. And that's part of the sustainability of the brand, to recycle materials as well. So we've got that as well. The challenges, I mean, there are many challenges in this kind of business, from sort of cash flows and financing to marketing and how you grow the brand and how you push the brand out there. I'd say, you know, the biggest challenges that we faced earlier on is how do we get customers to trust us that, you know, we're a good brand. You know, if you order from us online, we'll deliver the right product. We'll deliver what you see on the images. And I think gaining that trust takes a lot of time. Building the community around you, building your followers, and giving the customers a good quality product so that when someone asks them, they are referring you to others, and your name sort of grows in that way. And that has been a challenge. A lot of resources, money, effort, and time has gone into building that name that, you know, people now trust. So that's, I would say, one of the biggest challenges. What motivates me to keep going every day is the team. So, you know, we employ people from the Kibera community, and these are people that rely on us every day to come in, grow the brand, so there's enough demand, and we continue to employ them with fair wages and all. And, you know, when times are tough, I always think, like, what would happen to my team? What would happen to them? You know, the Kibera guys that we employ, if things don't work out, then, you know, it's a sad situation, and sort of that's what keeps me going every day. You know, come in, grow the brand, build a business.
Joshua Ndiba. I work here at Kitukali. I came here as a junior. They have trained me. Now I'm a real cobbler. I majorly deal with lasting. Yes, I've been here for 6 months.
Nijoin Kitukali nilikuwa na hustle tu kidogo, nikapata wanafanya kazi poa kudesign viatu. Mimi nikiona Kitukali venye na provide employment to watu wetu kutoka Kibera, wanafurahia sana.
Outside of that, it's also just growing something unique, you know, something that very different, and being able to convince customers to buy from us every day, and every time we launch a new product, they want to buy it. I think that's something special and something that motivates me to keep going. I think without mistakes, you won't be able to grow a business. I think rather than thinking about the mistakes that we've made, it's more important to know how we reacted to those mistakes and how we iterated every time there's a mistake. It's about failing fast, learning from that, and just growing. And an example of that is right in the beginning, we didn't know what to do to grow the brand, to get sales, to reach out. We spent money in the wrong places. We did pop-ups that were really expensive, but people were not going there to shop. And that was a learning that don't just, if someone tells you that there's this really good event, there are going to be thousands of people, you'll sell thousands and millions worth of goods, don't just believe it. Do your research, talk to people who've been there before, ask around, look at reviews online, and then make decisions to spend on such events. I would say that's one of the things. Being an online business, initially we relied heavily on social media to get the name out, to grow the brand. I think it's not just about pushing ads on social media. You have to have a strategy. You have to have content that backs up your strategy. You have to know what you're pushing, what you want customers to feel when they wear your products, and the messaging of the ads that you push on social media needs to be very clear. And then spend the money to push the name out there. Don't expect to spend 100 bob a day on advertising and get 10,000 in sales a day. It just doesn't work like that. You have to be ready to spend the money on marketing, on content creation, on branding and strategy to then get the word out there. And be patient. It's not always every day that you spend 1,000 bob on ads, you return 10,000. Sometimes you'll return 0, sometimes you'll return 100,000. It's just about being patient, doing the right things, learning, and using data everywhere. In every decision you make, it's about using the data that you see to advertise, to optimize, and to push the brand in the market. Yeah, the advice I'd give to someone who's looking to start, let's say, a new business, I'd say start it as a side hustle first. Don't quit everything and start something and expect that thing is going to give you the returns and give you the income to sustain your life. Unless you have a lot of money, then yes, you can. But I would say continue with your day job and take your extra hours that you have in the evenings, on the weekends, to work on your idea, to get feedback from customers, to build the business at a point where you see that it's making enough money to sustain yourself, then quit your job and focus on it. But also be very realistic. An idea that you think is going to blow up and make millions might not be an idea that the customers care about. So yes, you believe in your idea, but talk to your friends, talk to your family, tell them to be very honest, because sometimes your friends won't be honest with you, but get an honest opinion about what you want to do, whether they think it'll work, and then start testing it. And then eventually, you'll see the feedback from clients. As you grow your sales, you'll know that your business is appealing to people. So then keep going and put your focus in it, and yeah, just go for it. Yeah, the achievements have been many. Since we started, I think even just launching the brand and taking that leap was an achievement in itself. Getting our first paying customer, that was an achievement. The small wins are all big achievements for me. But through the years, we've become a recognized brand here in Kenya. A lot of people know us, and when I go out into the malls and I see someone wearing our products, to me that is the biggest achievement. It's someone wearing our products out and about, and I've seen that, so that's a huge achievement. And then getting the investment from two external investors, they're not family or friends, who believed in the idea, who believe in it and wanted to put their own money into it to help us grow. That's a huge achievement. And lastly, the most recent one is the stores. Opening a store in a mall is quite a lot of work and involves a lot of risk. And we managed to open 2, so I would say that's another big achievement that we've had. The long-term plan for the business is really to become a globally recognized business outside of Kenya, outside of East Africa, in Europe, in US, in UK. The plan is to just show the world, that Africa has a lot of talent. Africa has a lot of culture and vibrancy to the stuff that we do here. And I want everyone across the world to know that, to wear our products, to feel good when they wear our products, and to just continue building the business, whether it's opening new branches, opening up new markets in new countries, just continue the growth whilst keeping quality, design, innovation, the core of what we do in the business, So the biggest do in this kind of business is always listen to your customers, listen to their feedback, understand what they're saying and implement the feedback from the customers. The don'ts, there are so many don'ts. I would say don't spend money in the wrong areas. You can get caught up very quickly, and before you know it, you are out of money. Be very careful with where you spend your money. Get advice from people who have been there, done that, so you're not wasting money, I would say. Kitukali can be found online anywhere. You Google Kitukali or kitukali.com or @Kitukali on Instagram and Facebook. You can reach me through the Instagram. Just ask for Kush, and I'll get your message and we can chat. You can also email me at kushil, KUSHIL @kitukali.com for any partnerships, any advice, anything. I'm open to that.